So we have a really exciting video today. I got contacted by a company called Alpharex USA, and I want to make a quick disclaimer. They did send me some free product to do a review / install video on this product. So we ended up getting some really cool high-end headlights for the Toyota Tacoma with the black housing. I'll share in a bit. It is amazing. The quality is crazy. I'll show you all the details of the headlights. The headlights I had that we installed not too long ago, I'll put a link down below, were some depot headlights, which I love. They were awesome. It's been about a year and a half now, and I've been getting condensation in the headlights, and the clear coat's starting to peel, which was expected with aftermarket headlights. That's a common issue. So hopefully with these headlights, these are really high end, we're not gonna have that problem because they look terrific. And what's cool about these headlights, you don't need to do like a HID conversion, especially on a second gen Tacoma where you have the regular light bulbs where they look like two candles sitting in there and you can barely see. Most people just do a HID upgrade kit, but this is actually built in. It has a board with LEDs that are built in, which is awesome. So the projection, it's an actual projector light bulb, so it should project and the cutoff should be pretty straight for the most part. I talked to the company and they told me that their warranty has a 2-year manufacturer warranty. So if you have any issues with the headlights, you can go ahead and contact the company. Another thing they told me to give a disclaimer on was that if your truck does not come with, or your car does not come with daytime running lights, you have to specify and order an extra part that comes with that. Because if not, it's gonna run I believe the turn signals will run on the daytime running lights, and you'll burn one of the resistors on the board. So you want to specify if your truck comes from factory with daytime running lights or not, because that's gonna make the difference. You're either gonna have to add another part or get the ones where your truck is specifically comes from factory with daytime running lights. And I think it's just a drop in, and I'll pull this up on the website and kind of walk you through it so we have a better idea how that works out. So here are the headlights we bought from Alpharex USA. I want to go over with you really quick how to add the daytime running light harness to your truck. So if you click here and you look here, it says no converter for Tacoma with daytime running lights is $0. So if your truck comes equipped with daytime running lights, you want to click on this one. If your truck does not come equipped with daytime running lights, you're going to go with this converter here for your Tacoma for daytime running lights, and it is an extra $35 for that harness. And then you can just go ahead and add that to your cart. And the way you figure out if your truck does not have daytime running lights, or if it does, is you basically turn the truck on, remove the e-brake, and put it in drive, and it should look like this image here. I'll leave the description down below of the actual headlights we're going to be installing today. I'm pretty excited because they look really clean. Let's go ahead and show you some details to show you how beautiful these LED headlights look with the projector bulb, or projector housing, I mean. Let's check them out. So let me go ahead and show you guys the box. I already opened it because I couldn't wait. I was so excited to check them out, but I could say they're super clean. So let me go ahead and open the box so you guys can see what the product looks like. I would say that the packaging is very well done. This is one of the headlights. Let me go ahead and open that one up. It was packed really well. Came all the way from California to Texas and was not damaged. I already removed it, so there was foam and stuff in there. Now there's not, but let me go ahead and pull the light so you guys can check it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the plastic so you guys can really see what the headlight looks like. So look at the headlight, man. You can see the Rex logo on there inside the headlight. Even the plastic says Rex on it. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's pretty impressive. And then let me zoom out so you can see the projector, but it's a nice light. The housing, I chose the black housing, and there's light all around here. Goes up here, all the way up here, I believe. And there's an amber right here. So it's just a good looking light. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and take off the grill. You have two 10mm bolts. So we're gonna go ahead and use my drill. You can use a ratchet, whatever you want to use, even a flathead or a screwdriver if you like. Go ahead and do that. And then from what I remember, it should pop right off. I don't think there was anything else holding it from what I remember. That's pretty much it, and this pops right off. The next piece we're going to take off is this bottom painted plastic piece right here, so we get to the screws a little easier. And it's just a Phillips screwdriver. Let me zoom in so you guys can check it out. So we're just going to go ahead and back out this Phillips screwdriver. And you kind of just pull it out, and this guy pops this way, and then there's a clip on that corner. Let me back it out so you guys can see. There's a clip on this corner. You just kind of just want to slide it out, and you're pretty much good to go. Okay, so the next screws we're gonna remove are these two 10s. Let me get you a close-up on them. They're 10mm screws. Now the next screw we're gonna remove is another 10mm, which is right here. I'll give you a close-up so you can see it. All right, here's that 10mm. Hopefully you guys can see it. Go ahead and remove that one as well. Cool. All right, so we're gonna go and remove the hardest bolt, which is back down there. Let me show you on the other headlight so you have an idea of what it looks like. Here's the other headlight. See this bracket down here on the side? This is the bolt that's kind of hard to get to. So you kind of have to go, if I remember correctly, I got it from the bumper. I went under the bumper and I got it. I'm not gonna be able to get that shot for you guys, I'm sorry. But it shouldn't be too hard. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the light. It looks like I didn't put the screw actually. I guess I thought ahead, it was such a pain in the ass that let's not put the screw, that this was good enough for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this off right here. It's kind of, you have to finesse this out. There you go, kind of push it in, just work it out. That's the one that's a pain in the butt. There you go, got it out. And go ahead and just disconnect the plugs. Let's take the lights out. And then we'll remove this. So real quick, I'm gonna go over the harness that you need for these headlights. The first harness I'm gonna show you right here is actually the harness you get just when you have factory daytime running lights. These right here is if you don't have daytime running lights, you're gonna have to add that to your list when you order the lights. So real quick, I'm gonna do a quick breakdown. On this end, this is gonna go to your battery, positive and negative. This is gonna go to your fuse box, the gray one. And this yellow one's gonna go to your yellow wire on the Alpharex yellow connector. Then on this side, this red one is gonna actually go to, if you don't have, like my truck doesn't have factory daytime running lights, this is gonna plug into the male. And then the female is gonna plug into the brown wire on the headlights, okay? Then this long one is a power. It's gonna run to your passenger side headlight, and it's gonna plug into this daytime running light harness, the male to the female, and then this female is gonna plug into the brown wire coming out of the Alpharex headlight. Let's go ahead and install it. So we're gonna start hooking up the harness. Where we're gonna start is on this side of the car and get our power going. They say to disconnect your battery, but I'll show you a way to work around this so you don't short any of the boards or anything like that. So what you want to do is remove your factory fuse cover. You're gonna remove it just by popping the little clip, and then you're gonna flip it. You have a little tool right here, which is pretty neat. Pull that tool out. It's a fuse puller, and I want you to pull out this 10mm fuse, and I'll get you a zoom. I'll get you a close-up so you can see me pulling out that fuse. The fuse we're gonna remove is a 10-amp fuse. We're gonna use a little fuse puller. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that off, okay? Okay, so I have the gray wire, that gray wire that's crimped onto this red wire with the little fuse right here. This fuse right here is a 5-amp fuse, which is for the headlights. This fuse that you just removed, the 10-amp fuse right here, I don't know, it's hard to film it, but you're basically is gonna go piggyback on this little guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop it back on. You just put it there, like that, and then you just push it in, okay? And then this little prong right here, you just put it back in here, and boom, you're done. That's probably the hardest part right there. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna hook up the terminals for your battery. We're just not gonna hook up the positive one just in case you touch one of the wires on ground and you short the fuse or one of the boards. So you're gonna grab your harness right here. You're gonna carefully grab the black one that's right here and the red one. The red one's right here. The red one's gonna go on last, but it's gonna go on this terminal here. Okay, so we're gonna put this to the side, the red one, and we're gonna put the black one first. So what we're gonna do is put this right here in this corner on the chassis. I was gonna put it here, but I think putting it here under here will look a lot cleaner. So we're gonna go ahead and do it that way. And you don't have to take it out all the way because they have slits on these terminals. So you can go ahead and, I do recommend put it under the washer, not on top. Put it under the washer, and then I'll tuck it into the bottom. So we're gonna try to tuck these wires so it looks nice and clean and OEM. And go ahead and screw this back. Right. All right, we're on there. We're gonna go back and install that red wire later down the road. We just don't want to short anything. All right, so we have the headlight here upside down with all the OEM harnesses. It's pretty much plug and play. You're gonna put this one here, this little gray one, and that's gonna be on there. Then your main harness, you're gonna put that one on here. Make sure that when you hook it up, let's see, where it clicks, and then with this boot, I would cover as much as possible so no water gets in there and damages that harness and grounds itself out and kill that board of yours. So go ahead and cover that. So the next thing you're gonna do is we're gonna fish 3 of our wires. We're gonna do the 2 reds and the yellow wire. We're gonna fish it through this hole where the AC line to the the condenser is going through. So let me go ahead and fish these lines one by one. So we're gonna fish one through here. This one's gonna go all the way to your driver's side. This one's gonna go all the way to your passenger side headlight. So go ahead and tuck that in. Then I'm gonna tuck in the driver's side one right here. This is the shorter one. We'll just leave that out here. And then I'm gonna tuck in the yellow one, which is gonna go here on the driver's side. I want you guys to tuck the wire, this red wire, through the back here because we're gonna zip tie it at some point. So run it all through back here, like that. What we're gonna hook up next is this red wire here. Let me get the daytime running light harness. So you get this harness right here, the daytime running light, and you're gonna get this red wire, and you get the red wire off the daytime running light, and you get the male and go into the female. That's all you're gonna do. Make sure you get it really good in there. All right, and I'm gonna go one step further than that. I'm gonna put electrical tape around that. Make sure you don't get anything touching to ground because you will short out some boards and stuff like that. All right, so now you have this red wire, which is a female, and you're gonna get the brown wire that's back here. I'll zoom in so you can see it. Peel this insulation back a little bit so I can get a really good grasp on it. Let's see. Plug it in. Now that clip, and then slide this sleeve back over so it's protected from water or any elements. And then I'm gonna tape it up too. So that's on there. Now the next thing we're gonna do is basically go in male to female through this box on the OEM harness, giving power and signal of what it needs to the headlight to the harness here. So it's just gonna be in the middle. That's all it's gonna do. Right here is the factory harness from the headlight, this yellow one with the black plastic. This orange one, you're not gonna use it, so go ahead and put some electrical tape on it just to protect it. And then we're gonna get the harness. The one from the headlight is actually a male, and the one for the daytime running light is a female. So go ahead and click it together until it clicks. There, that one clicked. All right, so then the next thing you have to do is you have to find the OEM harness and hook it up to this, and that's gonna complete the passenger side light circuit. So here's my factory plug. That's a female. And the harness for the daytime running lights of male. Just plug that in. It's plug and play. Super simple, guys. Super duper simple. Plug this guy in, and it's gonna make a clicking noise. And there you go, you're done. And you kind of just tuck this in here, and I'm gonna recommend to zip tie. We'll zip tie it in a bit. All right, so we're gonna get working on this side now. So what we're gonna do is grab our harness, put it right here on the side, and that red wire that comes from the battery, you're gonna get this female side red wire, and then you're gonna hook up the male side right here. Go ahead and hook that up, pull that, make sure it clicks, and then slide this rubber sleeve right over it again, and we're gonna go ahead and put some tape on that as well. Then the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get this red wire, which is a female. You're gonna hook it up to the brown wire that's on the headlight, which is a male. Okay, that clicked. Harness obviously fell. Slide that sleeve back in. Hopefully I'm not blocking you guys can see. Go ahead and slide that sleeve back on, and let's go ahead and put some tape on that as well. All right, put electrical tape on that. Next, what you're gonna do is get your harness, and like I said before, this is gonna go in the middle in between the OEM harness to your headlight and to the headlight. That's all it does. And this helps you get the actual daytime running lights working on your truck if it doesn't have daytime running lights. So you're gonna get the harness from the daytime running lights to your OEM plug. It's gonna be a black wire to a gray wire. Make sure that clicks, it clicks. Then you're gonna get the gray wire from the harness, the daytime running light harness, and find the harness for your headlight, which is back here somewhere. Let me find it. It's right here. It's gonna be a black one to a gray one as well. And then just make sure it clicks, and that's done. So he's got to go ahead and zip tie this so it's out of the way and it's not bouncing around everywhere. I'll tuck it back towards the battery, and then I'm gonna zip tie that sucker somewhere on the harness. Okay, so we only have one wire left to connect on the battery terminal, which is your positive wire. And I said to hook this up last so you didn't short anything out, and that's why we're hooking it up last, pretty much. So you're gonna go ahead and peel this red plastic cover off your battery terminal, and we're gonna unscrew this one, which I believe is a 12 millimeter. You don't have to crack it, you don't have to take it off all the way. I actually put tape on my terminal so I didn't short it on anything. And go ahead and put the terminal, slide it in to the bolt so it's nice and flush. And you don't have to crank this super tight, okay guys? And bolt it down. We have positive power. Go ahead and tuck this down a little bit so it looks more OEM. We'll zip tie there and tuck that wire in. Okay. And then tuck this wire back here. So go ahead and put this back on. There you go. Done. And that's wraps it up for the install. I'll show you what they look like real quick. I'm not really a fan of these three little stripes. I'm gonna go ahead and take them off. There's a way to do it. I'll show you guys how to do it. I think it'll just look cool with this on the corner, not the little one in the middle. This is two wire. It's a plug that you just disconnect from the back. Right now I have the headlights on. I'll shut off the headlights so you guys can see the daytime running lights. That's the daytime running lights. I just think it look a lot better without this guy. We'll do some at night so you guys can check it out. I think it would look better at night. Alright, so I removed the headlight and flipped it over. You're going to need a Phillips screwdriver. Remove 4 of the screws on the bottom of the headlight to get to this board. So we removed the board. There's just 4 screws. All you're going to do is get this little harness right here with the black and red wire. Push the little button, unplug it, tuck this back in, and go ahead and put this board back on the housing. So you can see the difference now. This is the one we modified. This is the one we didn't. It has those 3 little stripes. I'm not a fan of, to be honest with you. I think this one looks way better. Looks more modern this way. And that's the headlights with the daytime running lights. And I'll show you the daytime running lights real quick. That's the daytime running lights. It looks way better. So you can have it either way. That way or that way. And the company told me I could do that. There's actual write-up on how to do that. So it's not like you're messing anything up. So I want to show you the daytime running lights in the dark. They look pretty sick. Look at that. Let's put on the headlights. Here are the headlights with the daytime running lights on. This thing looks sick. Pretty sick, dude. It's sick. Look at that. That looks so good. So I want to show you the turn signal. That's it right here. Looks so sick. Look at that. That's sick. Now I'll put the hazards on. And here's the hazards. What do you guys think? Comment down below. These are some good high quality headlights, guys. Wow. Right now it's in the dark. That light that you see right there is just a daytime running lights. I'll click on the headlights. Wow, you can see that. On the bottom you see a little bit of yellow on the left corners, like right here and right here. Is because of my fog lights. There are yellow, but you can see the cutoff line about right there and right there, which is pretty cool. We'll drive down so you guys can see. I'll drive so you guys can see what it looks like. So the headlights are a little high. I gotta bring them down a little bit, but you can see how bright this is. This is so bright. It's pitch black. How bright. It's pretty good. So that wraps up this video. I'll leave the links down below where you can get yourself some headlights from AlpharexUSA.com. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.